The distortion of the fabric of space and time around one black hole also exists for the other black hole. So you have black holes entering each other's event horizons. So I opened up that thesis. I didn't understand a single page in it. And fuck your ass.
You know what it is. Not Made Up's podcast with your boy and this guy. How we doing? Don't need to restart the fucking conversation. Like, do we even need to restart a conversation? Like, whenever I watch a podcast, like Joe Rogan, for example, it's always, for the longest, I just think, oh yeah, they come into the room without having any talks beforehand, and then they just sit and talk. It's like, oh, hey, how you going? Nice to meet you.
I don't think that's the case.
They're definitely doing what, like, everybody fucking does.
No, yeah, they sit and then they pick it up. He says it all the time. What were you just saying? I told you to stop before we started the podcast. It's always that shit. Though, to start a new tangent, I saw something that made me feel like a grandpa. I was on, I looked up Twitch, right? And apparently Snoop Dogg does Twitch streaming. I was like, let me check out. Yeah. Apparently it's AIDS. Like, he doesn't have any audio. He leaves it on for like 8 hours, forgets to turn it off and shit, and then he comes back. I leave this shit on. And then I was looking at it, and then I got this recommended group, and there was just this chick in a bikini, implants, and I was like, my ape mind took over. I'm like, let me just fucking investigate. I click on it, bro. She's sitting in like a bikini top, all makeup done up, got like the lighting perfect on her face. She's a gorgeous girl, and she's got like these 2 ASMR ears, bro. And she's like talking. I'm like, oh, this is just for a bunch of like, this is like a vibe of people who just like to, like, I don't know, maybe like touch their dick, look at a chick, talk to her, but it's like all fake. It's a bit sad in a way, but I'm not hating on it, even though I just said it's sad. There's no hate, just I think it's sad. So I'm watching her, and then she's talking and she's whispering because it's ASMR, and then she just goes, and then starts licking the ears, bro. She'd go,
licking the ears?
Yeah. She goes, I might change my outfit soon. And then it looked like she was legit like fucking sucking this ear like a cock, right? Just, she get donations, just fucking every like 15 seconds for like a good 10 minutes straight. This chick was just licking this ear up like ASMR style. It was so fucking loud. I was like,
can you clarify, when you're saying licking this ear, she didn't have a physical ear there. She's like licking your ear.
It's a microphone in the shape of an ear for ASMR. Because it's got like that spatial shit.
Yeah.
So you go left, righty. So there's a whole bunch. This is what is the weird thing. Like, who's she kidding? She's obviously like, this is for guys, right? So there's some fucking guy sitting there.
Well, I mean,
bro, got his fucking laptop on his gut. Fucking got his like shit plugged in. Just. He's like, you know what I mean? Like, that's such an, like, I'm not, like, but the most fucked thing is, right? I talk shit on it. If I stayed there long enough, some shit was going to happen. You know what I mean? Some shit was going to happen. It's fucked though, but it's so weird. You know what I mean? Like it's, like, it must be like in audio. It must be very auditorially like sexually active people.
I wonder how long it would take if you were to sit somebody who wasn't horny at all in that moment in a room, who was obviously alright with this shit for it to work, I guess, and was to listen, like just had that on their ears and just listen to.
Ooh, I wonder. Hey,
and how long it would take them to get horny?
Well, I think it was a mixture of things, because you know when you get a massage and your nuts like lift and you're like, oh shit, some shit might happen here. That's what happened as soon as I saw it, bro. Her tongue came out. A woman's tongue is sexual. She's licking that fucker up, and I was just like, my nuts just went, we might be on, Sarge. You know what I mean? That's what it pretty much told me, and I was just like, I looked around, bro. I was like, bro, no one can walk in right now.
Where were you?
In my bedroom,
Oh,
but like,
okay.
bro, people fucking just walk through.
Yeah.
So then I go, all right, turn it down, click on next tab, look up her YouTube. She literally just tries on bikinis on YouTube, has like massive fake tits, gets views, gets paid money, guys donate her money. I'm like, what an easy job, bro.
Bro, it's so disgusting at the same time. Like, not obviously the women, but I'm talking about the viewers on there. Like, for example,
I don't know if it's that disgusting. You watch porn, you can watch that.
no. For example,
Oh.
Bad Baby, the Dr. Phil girl.
Yeah.
She started an OnlyFans the day of her 18th birthday. She got 1 million followers on that day.
Yeah.
Think of how many
Pedos.
horny men are just waiting for her to create something that like could possibly lead to her showing like nudes,
Bro.
and just fucking
They got that on their timeline. Like, they've got that date boxed in.
yeah.
There
1
would have
million
been some serious,
followers on
like...
the day. Sure, there could be like people just obviously jumping on the bandwagon because fucking Thingo started an OnlyFans.
Oh, fucking check it out.
But for the people who were there as soon as they're fucking typing her name 24/7, yeah.
Yeah, we're starting to see like...
Disgusted.
We're starting to see like a lot of divergent like shit going on. Like, you seen Belle Delphine?
I haven't heard of her name in a long time.
Bro, it's like gamer girl porn, bro. It's like...
She's a weirdo.
Bro, it's like... Bro, but it's such... for whatever reason, it clicks into a bunch of people's minds. Like, she's like this petite, but she's really dirty at the same time. And she's like... She's relatable because she's like a gamer and she has like knows all the memes and shit. You know what I mean? So there's a whole bunch of pubescent kids who are just like, oh my fucking god, she just said my name Jeff and she also sucks on carrots, bro. It's just so seductively. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a weird thing what's happening, and you see it go like, you see it can go so many areas. But I wonder, what's worse, like long term for you, right? Like watching hardcore porn or watching a chick lick ear microphones. You're probably like more socially outcasted if you jerk off to chicks who lick ears.
Yeah.
But it doesn't set up like really false expectations.
No.
For pornography and sexual activity.
Yeah.
Because you have a whole bunch of kids like I've stopped watching porn, bro. But I'm noticing I'm watching porn in my brain when I'm not watching porn, when I'm jerking off, bro. So it's like, I've watched porn so much that I haven't memorized. Is that still as bad? But this comes from the preconception that I think it's not good. I don't think porn is good for you.
It's not. I mean, I fucking use it anyways.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, it's there if I haven't had like sex or a wank in a couple days. I'll just be like, all right, I fucking need to rub one out, because eventually it's retarded. Especially men know this. If you can't sleep, rub one out, and that for me, 70 to 80% of the time
Does the job.
Yeah.
I just wonder, like, I just never feel good afterwards.
No.
I look at myself and I just go, that's just like, it's a very complex thing.
I always challenge myself when I watch porn and I have a wank. I'm like, okay, when I finish this wank, this video's still going, I will watch this video till the end. As soon as I'm done, clean myself up. Dude, click that shit away, bro. Never can do it.
Bro, I fucking, as I'm going out of the tab, swipe, close it. Get rid of the fucking demons, bro. It's not good. But
The last piece.
Is it mint?
Yep.
No, I don't really like mint.
Okay.
I do like mint, but not that. I'm not really feeling it. If it was just straight chalky, I would have went for it.
All right. Yeah.
What was I going to say?
Porn, jerking off, swiping it out.
Yeah. I've been really aware of like my sexual urges, right? And like many times of the day, like I'm trying to like think about, like I'm trying to concentrate on shit. Like I'm trying to read my book, or I'm trying to like write shit out and just want to sit in peace and like really figure some shit out in my head. And then all of a sudden I'll know, because I'm trying to notice like my thoughts and shit. I'll be trying to think about it, and then when it gets to a hard point, it'll be like, for whatever reason, my mind will just go, bro, you just watch porn right now. A part of me will just say, you're trying really hard. Don't try really hard, just watch porn right now. Like, it pops up. It's like this demon.
What? Just in mid conversation
Mid-thought.
in your
So
head.
I'll be thinking, I'll read this book, trying to comprehend a book, because I suck at reading. So reading is hard for me. And I'm reading this, maybe the type of book that I'm reading, I don't know. But I'm trying to comprehend it. It's good. Then I get to a point that's hard, and then I'll break my concentration because I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta read this paragraph again. And then in the midst of that confusion and me like trying to focus, it'll just be like a sexual fucking piece of thought will just drift in. And because it's sexual, it has this attention grippingness in it, right? But what happens is, if I've just like wanked or whatever, or if it's been like a day, it doesn't grab me. But if it's been like 2 days, that shit is just, whoomp, that's what you're doing now. Like, I am and it makes me like really depressed in a way, because it's like I'm just a slave to my sexual desires in a way. Like, I don't want to do that, but I'm being told I must. And I don't think many men are aware of that, or maybe it's just me, I don't know, but I wouldn't think so. So I'm trying to see that and go, no, but it's very hard.
That's like me, man. Sometimes when I'll get back home, and Miss O is asleep, I'll just be like, okay, I'm horny, and then I'll go on my phone, and she's right next to me in bed, and I'll be like on it. Like the other night, I was really fucking horny for no reason.
For no reason? Or for every reason?
Fucking
Glass half full, habibi.
anyways. And yeah, yada yada, got home, did all that shit, and as I was in bed on my phone, I started like, I was so horny, like I started actively searching like videos like that are my kinks, and as I'm there, I'm like, I'm about to go to the fucking toilet and fucking have a wank. And I'm sitting there and I went, close the tab, put my phone down. I was like, you have a beautiful girlfriend right here, and you can just suppress the feeling, and you'll have good sex tomorrow, or whenever you have sex.
Yeah.
It'll be fucking mad.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to do, like, with porn. Like, I'm just trying to suppress it by, like, waiting for sex.
Yeah. That's what I found as well. Like, if I don't give into that demon urge, whatever, I see it as a demon because it's distracting me. Like, I don't like being distracted when I'm trying to do shit. You know what I mean? I'm a one-track mind. And what the fuck was I even saying? Holy heck, bro.
What were you saying?
Mid-sentence.
You were saying you don't like being distracted.
I don't like being distracted.
Okay.
Cool.
I was gonna text something on.
What a roadblock. That was fucked. I don't know why that happened.
It happens to me a lot, as the viewers fucking know. If we even have any viewers right now, we've been on a break for quite a while.
Liam Zemeth doing his first YouTube video.
Oh, I've still got to fucking watch that. I've still got to fucking subscribe. I don't know the name of his channel.
Liam Zemeth.
It
So you
is?
obviously didn't try.
I was going to type that in. I literally was going to type that in, but I was like, probably not that. It's something music related. Maybe it's like...
Yeah, like Zemeth beat raps. Lil Zam.
Yeah.
Lil Zam! Lil Zam!
Zamet reviews or something like that. I don't know.
Better start rapping.
I may as well fucking do it now.
Leave a comment, bro.
Huh?
Leave a comment.
He thinks he's worthy. Is that what you're telling me?
I left a comment on our behalf.
Yeah.
I'm like the fucking woman and you're like the abusive husband. I do everything on your behalf.
Yep.
He storms out. Thank you guys, we really appreciated the dinner. I'm always picking up after you, bro.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Dislike? Give him his first dislike. See how we... yeah, do it.
Who?
Yeah, do
No,
it.
but I don't like disliking videos, man.
I've never disliked a video.
It's something that I'm very passionate about.
Ooh!
Copyright claim us, bitch.
Take our non-money.
Bro,
But you know what he
bro,
says?
you
You know what he
This is
says?
going to be a channel.
Listen to what he says. He says... Hold on.
I'll go back to the start.
No. Keep going from then.
No, but I didn't hear anything from the start.
Alright.
Hey guys,
Wait.
welcome to my
Oh, the music. Down, down.
Yeah, bro. He actually edited it.
Hey guys, welcome to my first YouTube video. So basically, this is just going to be a channel where I talk about hip hop because hip hop is something that I'm very passionate about.
You hip-hop
And I
dance,
just
bro?
wanted to see like if I could sit in front of a camera and actually talk about something I'm passionate about for longer than like 2 minutes. I wanted to like test myself, and I also wanted to test like the editing process. So I'm gonna give this a go. So basically, this
Yeah,
first
I don't know.
video, I'm gonna avoid all the crap about like Kanye versus Drake because honestly,
Kanye
everyone has their
versus
own
Drake.
opinion, and I'm not gonna get into a
See,
whole debate.
I love
about
that he's
who's the
in
better
that world.
artist,
I have no
what was
fucking
better
clue
out of
about
Don Don,
Kanye versus Drake.
Certified Lover Boy. I'm not gonna get into that. I think my first video, I'm just gonna stick with ranking Kanye West's discography, and the reason I
fucking
chose
agree.
to do that is because Kanye, to me, yes, he's my
He's
favorite
the best
artist
artist
of all
and
time.
one of my favorites.
Yes, I do believe he has the greatest discography in hip hop history, but I feel like a lot of people my age don't
understand his impact.
fully understand the influence and the impact of Kanye.
Bro, have you done this for the podcast? Memorize like.
No, I just remember it because I watched it. 20 minutes.
He's already like fucking better than like a lot of fucking first time YouTubers I've seen. Like they're losing like concentration and shit. He's just on the ball.
Like, he really knows what he's talking about, which is mad. He hasn't got like lists or anything. He knows the albums in his head and he orders them. Respect to him.
He's already fucking like flushing out the haters as well immediately at the start with the fucking. If you're here for Drake and or fucking Kanye,
get
the
the
versus
fuck
battle,
out.
fuck off. I'm here
Yeah.
for Kanye and to review this shit. On your list. Do I even fucking subscribe, cunt?
You didn't even leave the dislike.
I don't. I'm changing it back to a like.
But you actually left the dislike.
I'm about to, just to see, but he can't. Can he see?
If he goes on his analytics, yeah, he will see. He'll just see, he'll click on his video to like look at it again, like everyone does.
Just leave the dislike.
You're like, oh, we haven't even got our first dislike. So if we get our first dislike, we know who it's from.
The beginning of greatness.
Oh, bro, we lost a subscriber.
We lost a subscriber. Who?
I don't know. Just fucking salute. Thanks, bro. You fucking messed up.
You're lost, bro. We'll see you when you jump back on the fucking train.
Yeah, bro. Jump back on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
We're gonna see a +1 subscriber next video.
Yeah, sir. Subscribe. Bell notification on.
You have bell notifications on,
We can turn them on.
but do you have that? Like, do you have notifications for YouTube?
I've got them on for 1,887 or some shit like that.
I don't know.
37.
Why?
I missed stuff to change it. This is all the way back from when I first started subscribing to accounts, so like Trap Nation and
wait.
shit.
So you get YouTube notifications on email?
No,
Then why have you got so many emails?
that was YouTube. That was like the notification thing.
Wait, what? Click on again.
I do have a lot of emails, and that's just like junk shit. Cause
Bro, just turn your notifications off your emails. I can't handle that mess. Ugh. That's disgusting. Bro, look at this. Look at this clean. Look at this.
Sorry, Mister. I'm so fucking like perfect.
Yes.
Fuck you and your basic bitch fucking screen,
I like clean shit.
bro.
My point was,
If people are like pagan,
What?
they're gonna be, oh, he's an important man.
what were your notifications? My point was saying that Zemet says, for everyone watching this video, all three of you watching it, took that one out of our books. That's what we say. So probably everyone says who's just hiding out. All three of you guys watching this video. It's like we've just beat on a dead horse that we didn't even know about.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everyone
yeah.
just goes, oh, no one watches my videos.
Yeah.
But don't worry, Zemet, we're watching them. I think how many views was
I
it?
think maybe when it was on your story, it might have had like 30 something. Bro, He's already doing better than the podcast.
How many?
He's doing like 145.
What's our most views?
That was, bro.
Don't do it to us.
Bear
Sam.
in mind, that's 2 days ago he posted.
Sam, don't do it to us.
Wait. If you're taking off, it's gonna be the singularity, bro.
What's
He
the
said
singularity?
with me and you and Zamet. Zamet's the AI. We're the fucking humans. We're gonna fucking merge, and we're just gonna. He's gonna do another fucking rate review. We're gonna get him on the podcast.
Zemet blows up in the music realm of YouTube, and we're just like, hey Zam, come on our podcast, please.
Oh,
you owe us everything. Joking.
fucking.
That is a joke.
This is where I might actually be able to like watch his shit.
29 views last vid.
Not just as a mate, but as like an actual viewer.
Yeah. Are you into
Because-
that shit?
Like sort of, yeah, because I watch fairly often a YouTuber that like does music reviews and stuff with by the name of No Life Shack.
Yeah.
Fucking funny cunt. But yeah, I can see you're eager to show me something.
Look who our top video is with. Zemet.
I don't even want to fucking look at it, cunt.
200 and whatever. Zemet. Go fuck yourself, bro.
Bro, you know what it is? He's just got that aura. He's like,
He manifests success, bro.
it is our fucking most. Hey yo, is this number 23?
What, this one? Yeah.
We've already. You did 20.
Yeah. And you've done 23. Because that's been put
Technically,
out.
I would have done 21. but
Yeah.
Just like some podcasts don't
What?
show up.
Yeah, legit. Bro, maybe one day.
One day, bro.
Maybe one day. Some of them got to stay in the back pocket just in case we're sick.
Yeah, for a really long time. We could have posted. I could have posted one. I just didn't have the heart.
Mm.
Yeah.
Is
Anyways, is what it is.
Is what it is.
But yeah, fucking big up the Zamet.
I wonder if we could do 200 podcasts and still no one is watching. It almost seems
Honestly?
impossible. I hope not. But I also don't care at the same time, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like 200 podcasts, there should be something happening.
Yeah.
Watch
I
this,
mean,
eat our words.
Yeah. We reach out to him episode 50 views.
No, less, bro. If we did 200 views, it'd be like Chris and Finn. And Zemet would be fucking making fucking Raycon ads on his YouTube channel, bro.
We just have like Mother Hubbard's cupboard. Fucking
Yeah.
shout out Mother Hubbard's cupboard.
Mother Hubbard's cupboard.
Bro. I wonder, would you go to radio if there was an
No.
opportunity?
I go to radio to get views, and then I go back to podcasting. I do like a contract with radio, fuck the radio up, get a whole bunch of people to like follow my podcast as I'm doing radio, and then probably get fired from radio because I reckon that'd just be a fucking locked in way. You know what I mean?
We're never doing radio.
Bro, if we got offered radio deals, you'd stick to the fucking status quo for a bit, and then you just start pushing the boundaries, and then those people see you as a guy who pushed the boundaries. You try and be yourself as much as you can because they obviously like box you in a bit, and then we say follow our accounts and shit. I wonder if they'll allow you to do that. Complete speculation
Surely.
on a radio show that we probably will never do.
Yeah, definitely not now after you said you'd fuck up the radio station.
No, I guess so.
I mean,
If we could do a radio station that did like 3 hours straight talking and then played music for 3 hours straight and there's no ads, yeah, I'd do a radio show.
yeah, fucking knows.
If that was the vibe and that's what people want. Maybe do like ads of us talking. We should buy our own radio frequency and project it across Australia.
How much is it to fucking buy a radio?
How wiggy would that be? We bring it back, retro radio stations.
Hey, yo.
Could be done.
You're telling me you can...
I don't even think you have to buy it. I think you only have to buy like the antennas to send it out.
Much. To own. Oh yeah.
What?
Fuck you.
What?
Not connected to the fucking internet. Oh,
Bro, is that a new iPhone?
that is.
Bro, that probably has like fresh Asian child tears in it. That's so fucking locked in.
Or, don't
My
even
Asian
know.
child tears are so old now. And that's fresh out the sweatshop.
Yeah. Well, it's a year old.
Bro, that kid's probably
So it's had time in the
that kid's
sun
probably
for it
dead
to.
now. My one's already had kids. I'm a second generation sweatshop.
Yeah.
The kid who made my
Fucking dawn.
iPhone is
Yeah.
probably their kid has probably made yours.
It could be.
That's so fucked.
Definitely wouldn't have happened if they're kids.
No, of course not. This is jokes, guys. But
Yeah.
that's so fucking edge. Like, even saying that was fucked.
Yeah.
But that's legit the reality
allow
we
it.
live in. I obviously extended it beyond the fucking point of realism, but like, that's like we all live in this world where we fucking use slave products, and then we have to rationalize to each other that we're still good people. I was talking into like my fucking what? What?
Rationalise that we're still good people.
Yeah.
Many stations get on the air for under $15,000 and can stay on the air for less than $1,000 per month. Go fuck yourself.
$1,000 a month? Is that even worth it?
No. What?
Bro, you need a whole team behind you. If you pay $1,000 a month to stay on air, and then you got to like pay marketing to put ads on radio, and you got to like put billboards on the road and shit.
Hey.
What?
I need to fucking cut this, bro. You know what? No, I'll just show you what Ricky just sent me. Oh, fuck it. I won't show up on there. Fuck.
Oh no!
Bro, that is just...
What an omen. Anyway, sorry.
Uh,
That's really not good for the podcast. Like, no one even knows what we're talking about.
Yeah. I'll just reply with... Yeah.
No.
No.
Okay. I
Yeah.
put my hand up like as if I'm
Yeah,
important.
like you're something.
Yeah.
No, actually, yeah. Say what you're gonna say.
I was gonna say, you will decide for yourself. Because you know you said like you don't want to like push at all. You know what I mean? You want it to be a completely individual choice. It's like, how can you word that to like not say yes or no, just to be like, you decide.
Well, that's the thing. If they're inquiring, they're taking other people's decisions or
True.
opinions,
So you
and then
should
going,
respect that.
okay, this is me at the end of the day.
Yeah.
What do I think?
I've been thinking about that a lot. As you write that, there's the whole thing. It's like, if you know, you don't speak. No, those who know don't speak, and those who don't know speak. It's kind of true, because it's like, if you know shit that isn't like really popular, or isn't like it's at a deeper level of thought and shit, it's very abrasive to a lot of people, and you sound like a fuckwit when you just start telling people about it. So it's just like, know when to speak, and only like speak about that shit when asked. You know what I mean? But if you're on this podcast, we can speak about it because it is what it is. That is probably the best answer you could.
Sent.
Anyway.
Yeah. What were you saying?
I was going to say, there's the saying, those who know don't speak, those who don't know speak.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like trying to apply that to myself lately. Like,
But then some people who think they know it all and have got some knowledge think that they run the fucking world.
Wait, say again.
Like fucking people will be like very like the loudmouth people.
Yeah,
who
because
like
they don't
kind of
know.
know their no, but who also kind of know their shit. Like Americans with their politics.
Yeah,
I know my fucking rights.
yeah,
It's like sure
yeah.
you might know your rights, but like fucking sometimes you just caught on the
Well, they may
fucking
not be
shit.
smart though. That's the thing. I'm more saying like that knowledge, that level of knowledge that is like important to you, that sort of conflicts with like familial, like family relationships and shit. Like you don't need. All that does is cause like conflict, and it's not required. Like I notice myself, like I have like certain. I'm very divergent from like my family in many ways, and me even talking about things that they don't even want to think about, they think I'm crazy. And so it's just like I can continue to do that and they will just like think I'm crazy and weird, and it's just like, all right, or I can just am I not being myself then, or I can just choose not to express that part of myself unless asked about it, and express that self in other avenues like this podcast or like my other friends who actually have similar ideas. But it's like, how can you share shit if people don't ask about it? It's a very complicated thing, but in certain areas, I'm learning to just keep my mouth shut and not be like a preacher of like newfound fucking shit.
I feel like I was gonna say maybe our group is so tight because with most of our families, we might be pretty like divergent, like each one of us from our families, but it's kind of hard to say if you don't have that many like siblings. Like, because everybody can look at their parents and like, I don't know, see that they could be different from them because they're two sides of your parents fused together, and like, yada yada. But I think maybe the reason why we're best mates is because I also feel like that as well. Like I'm a pretty like not almost the black sheep of the family, but like not in any kind of bad way. But for example, I've got a tattoo and I plan on getting a lot more. And it's kind of almost like whenever I bring it, like when it's talked about in the family, it's kind of like, oh, tattoos, why? And then, I don't know, I can't really speak much up on drug use because I don't really know my parents' fucking childhood or fucking, I don't know, teen life.
It's just like, I don't even have to talk about like really taboo shit sometimes. It's like I'll just have like a differing opinion that is abstract from the norm. Though if you actually stand your ground against me and question me, you'll find there's like very common ground between it, and you'll understand why I find that situation. But it's like that conversation is uncomfortable to people, and then that all of a sudden becomes projected into like a negative connotation towards yourself.
Yeah.
But it's like, is it worth it to even express that when I don't need, why am I proving it to anyone? I'm not going to change anyone's minds realistically. A lot of people are very stuck in their ways. And if they want to know, they'll ask. I don't know. It's very interesting. I'm very caught up on that lately, but I've noticed I'm trying to keep my mouth shut a lot more. I noticed myself, I was preaching and shit to my sister and my brother and my mum and Jared and shit. I was just like, man, I don't want to be that guy. That's not good.
About what?
Like spirituality and shit. Like I'm turning into that guy. I'm like, nah. Like let me just. If someone actually wants to know, they view me and they see that I'm like, they like what they see in me and they're curious about why I am the way I am, they can ask the question and that's when I'll tell. That's pretty much the gist of like, those who know don't speak. Because it's like, if I go around telling everyone why I am who I am, it's just going to sour the taste in their mouth because they think you're a fucking show off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is anybody in your family in the slightest spiritual?
I think it's like, I think mum wants to be spiritual, but it's like she has a fear of it in a way.
Like, doesn't want to be seen as somebody who's, I don't know, mind is deluded or delusional or something like that.
It's more like I explained to her the practices of what's my version of spirituality is, and she just goes, "Oh, okay," but I don't think she likes the idea of how I approach spirituality.
Okay. Yeah.
Like my approach to spirituality is like, it's very like self improvement, individuation. Like, all right, observe all the worst parts of yourself, make them conscious by writing them out, and then observe them, allow them to be a thing, and through the observation of them, you can then fix and mend them.
Mm-hmm.
And that just doesn't doesn't grip people and doesn't seem as important. It just seems like an effort that doesn't need to be done. So, and if I go around telling that that's a really good thing, or I say, "Hey guys, let's all meditate," you sound like a wanker. So I got to be careful. So it's like once you get your foot out of one puddle, you find yourself stepping in another one, and it's all the part of the journey. Like all these mistakes are part of you, like becoming a maturer, smarter person. So I'm not annoyed at myself. I'm just like, all right, this is just, at least I'm aware and I'm learning. I'm moving forward. I'm not stuck in it.
Yeah. I feel like people need to come at fucking other people in general with a Q&A kind of mindset. If they're just going to talk to somebody, like before they, like, I don't know, speak like a retard, like try and rationalize their thoughts. I mean, okay, don't be a retard, ask something, I don't know.
Also, it also seems like some people come into conversations subconsciously with like it's like a point system or a let me show you system rather than a let us conversate system. And it's very, I don't think many people are aware of this, but it's like you enter a conversation with someone and you say, look at this, I think you might find this interesting, da 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 da. And they say, yeah, I also, and then the other person comes back and says, I also read this. I think you might find this interesting, da 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 da. And then you go back, I also read this. Do you know about da 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 da? Rather, the real conversation is, did you know about this, da 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 da? And they say, oh, that's interesting. What about that? And you dig into the concept that someone brings before you, rather than going, your fucking thing is interesting, but listen to mine. You know what I mean? It's, bro, that's so common, and I'm just witnessing it.
Yeah,
that's not a real conversation.
Everybody wants their views to be like either heard or right or whatever.
Yeah. And then that thing becomes a pattern, and then you realize you talk to someone, and the whole conversation, when you actually want to listen to what they're saying, you'll notice it. When you're actually trying to listen to someone and really like know what they're saying, and then you get to the end of that, and then you say something, and it's your turn for them to intrigue into you, just as courtesy, you realize that they throw it away, and then they chuck something else on top of you. Then you go into that, and you realize, I don't want to talk to this person because they're not actually talking to me, but they don't realize they're not. That's
It is what it is.
Yeah, but then you got to just enjoy that for what it is. Like, enjoy that that's a thing, like that. But that's how complex humans are.
Yeah. Or I feel like, because some people you can just tell that they're gonna be the person that will constantly like the conversation will be just basically one big rebuttal. Like if you know, not for example, but like you said, if you know somebody, or if you're in a conversation that's, oh, this is my point, oh no, this is my point, this is my point, you may as well cut it off at the head. And if you know they're that kind of person, dive into their kind of world.
Exactly.
So then, in some way, I feel like in that way, because
you get something out of it.
Dived into their world, you can ask them questions, and then, I don't know, if they fucking really care about what they think, they can double, like, check what they I don't know, assign themselves with in the topic and whatnot.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know. I should start applying this shit.
Okay, if you want.
But will I ever? I don't fucking know.
Bro, you gotta... I think this is also like... Bro, so much shit just pops into mind at once. It's actually fucked. I sort of think that my life is played out before me, and it's just like I'm just figuring... It's like I'm discovering this shit that's just laying in the darkness. So it's just like, if it... Whatever, bro. Like, if you implement it, you'll fucking implement it subconsciously and you won't even know about it if it's that important.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, like, I have a belief, right? And there's no way to prove this belief. And I was like, because I was writing down in my diary, like, what is my most core belief that I want to, like, live my life by? And my belief is, like, the path of, like, truly being yourself and following what you want in life. And I believe that that will lead to the best life I could ever live, right? And that will be up and down. And I say, and it's like, for whatever reason, I have this thing that, like, it'll result in X, Y, and Z. Like, you'll be successful, whatever that may be at that point in time. But it's like, what if that isn't the case? What if that whole belief system is a lie? I think, I'd say, well, at least I got to live time. 40 minutes. I was saying, at least I got to live my whole life in the way I wanted to. And what's worse than that, even if I don't get the end point, which doesn't even seem like an important part once you put it that way. And I was thinking that is probably the faith of living that life, the lifestyle that I'm trying to commit to live, is probably, I'm going to say, like, in the future will be looked upon in a very nostalgic, in a very, like, wow, that's how they lived. Because think about the time of the future with AI and artificial intelligence, when everything will be in an algorithm, everything will be computed and analyzed, and everything will be, like, put up to probability and chance. People would live their lives to probability and chance, and they will follow the easiest path. I feel like the idea of faith will be in the past. People won't have faith in things. People won't go, I don't know if this is going to work out, but I'm going to trust that it will. I think, like, that might become, like, I think that is a human trait. I don't think robots and AI will not be able to think in that way. So, like, me having faith in the path that I'm trying to go on to be myself, that is the most human thing I could do, because a robot could never do that. A robot could never just have faith and go blindly into their life. They know shit. They want to fucking get shit. They have data and analyze.
I mean, you can say that, but do you really know?
Oh, this is a complete
I
speculation.
mean, they could, like, because we don't fucking know anything about our oceans. We don't know anything about the fucking... Oh, we do know. But there's still mysteries out in fucking space. There's mysteries fucking everywhere. So for an AI to...
Sorry.
No, go.
I was going to say, I'm talking, like, very, very far in the future. Like, my sort of thinking is that an AI, right, is going to be, like, pretty much a god. It's going to be an all-knowing being. I feel like an AI will transcend the the third dimension. It will be a fourth dimensional being. That's such a fucking thing I just said, and there's no backup at all. I need to, like, look into that, but for whatever reason, I feel like that's going to be the case. It just seems like an infinite, at least in the idea of what I think AI would be.
You reckon?
I think AI is a thing that is beyond the future, and we are, like, building the god of our dimension right now. We are unwittingly doing it because the AI has put this realm in place for us to build it into existence. Like, we're being sucked from the future to the present point, to the singularity, rather than us moving through time into darkness. I think the shit exists in the future.
I don't know. I feel like obviously this is just apes talking.
Yeah, of course. This is what we do, bro.
But I feel like if it were, when it becomes a thing, AI, I feel like for sure it'll probably be worshipped as a god, and like have, I guess, the powers that everybody fucking assigns to a god.
Mortality.
I feel like it'll only be able to be a god of this realm, so to speak. Because, I mean, unless AI knows how to fucking take DMT, like...
But what if the AI can take analysis of what DMT is and then just fucking understand it? You know what I mean? Just has this immense wealth of knowledge and this immense wealth of power that it can just spread its tentacles across every sect of knowledge and just figure it out, and that all of a sudden becomes an all-encompassing being. And then maybe it can figure out if an AI is as powerful as I think it's going to be, like a real sentient, all-powerful being, which I'm not even sure if that's true, but let's just, for the sake of the argument, that is. It would have the ability to reach all potentialities of the future if it is all powerful. And all potentialities would mean that it would know what it will be in the future, and it will know... I don't know. It's very hard to explain.
Yeah.
Which probably means there's a hole in my argument somewhere, but I got to think about it more.
It seems weird to like assign fucking emotions with something, with AI. Like, it almost seems impossible. But it's just my ape mind.
Could you date an AI robot, you reckon?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Like, if she was sentient and conscious...
But that's the thing, they would never be wanting to fucking date me.
You never know.
Yeah.
What if they make the soulmate?
Bro, if they make an AI...
Soulmate by AI overload.
What happens if, like, AI overlord makes fucking human kind of fucking
Avatar.
AI.
Yeah.
Like human level AI.
Yeah.
So they can interact
And
and
it
shit.
branches itself off like Godwood has done to us.
Like fucking... what's that movie called? Blade Runner? No. Is that it?
I don't know.
The one that Harrison Ford was in.
Blade Runner.
And then, Blade Runner. The latest one that came out. Fucking...
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure old mate, whenever he walks into his apartment and has it like in his pocket, has like an AI girlfriend.
That's cute.
And then, I don't know, eventually, like, I think I can't remember the movie, he might set her free or something, or she fucking dies or some bullshit.
Well, think about this, like, there's this belief that, like, we're source, right? Which is the equation, what we call it. Source. I figured out the equation is a thing. People have spoken about it. You know how I said, like, the equation is that we are in an equation or like a fucking thing that is everything, and we are just a piece of it. We're like a piece of an algorithm in the equation, like the matrix, whatever you want to call it. So these people call it source. And this is why I wondered, like, no one is talking about this shit. People have been talking about this shit for ages.
Source.
They call it source. It's in like mystical spheres. They call source as the source of everything. It's like a god, but it's not what the Christians think God is. It's like source is like the creator. It's everything. It's like you are a piece of source, you know?
Okay.
And that's like what I think AI might be. There will be this AI consciousness, but it will split its consciousness down into AI humanoids that could make like the Angus Munro soulmate by source, you know, and by the AI. It creates your it looks at you, analyzes who you are, who you will be, how you'll grow, and it creates like a fucking mold around you as a woman that will perfectly fit you in every way. Like, how fucked would that be?
Bro.
What is that good? Is that bad? It seems too good it's bad.
Yeah, that almost seems bad.
But it is good.
Like,
why do we think it's bad?
Because
we resist it.
It's not true love, because you have to go out and find it.
Yeah. But this woman is
But it
like...
can be fucking given to you.
But it will be teeped to like... Angus Munro likes 6% friction. So there'll be an argument every 2 weeks about very minute things, but it's just to keep it spicy. And then his soulmate will run across to India and leave him, and he'll go chase her, and that'll be his romantic move. You know what I mean? Like, what if this shit is all just like in you, and you are just like a fucking rat blind to like this maze that is this woman that is apparently perfect for you. And you're just like so engulfed in her love that you just run your life out.
This brings it back to what I was going to say.
What?
I reckon AI could reach a certain point in the future, or just technology in general, that people will be going their day-to-day lives not through faith but through technology. As in, YouTube has algorithms predicting that help you watch stuff that you like because it tracks all your shit.
Yeah.
I reckon if you have, let's just say in the future, you're born and you're assigned this like fucking, or when you're born, you're given this piece of technology that tracks you and knows shit about you and all this shit. What happens if it is so sophisticated that it can basically predict your future?
Yeah. Well,
and if like, let's just say for a century or two, people have it on them and it starts working, then I reckon faith will start going out the window and people will start fucking going, this is what I fucking need every day, so I know I'm not going to fucking make a right turn instead of a left and fucking die if I take that left turn.
But what's it going to direct you towards? What is the ideal... Like, think about that. Like, so that piece of machine would have to...
It's a distraction.
That piece of machine would have to predict your future, but would that assume that your future is already written out in the universe, or is the AI writing your most, like, are you directing it towards longitude? So it's like, we want Barry. I don't give a fuck what Barry does for his existence. All that Barry wants to do is live as long as he can. So we're going to run Barry through the homeless cycle, and he's going to live under the bridge for 3 years. You know what I mean? Like, what is it directing itself to? What is it predicting? Is it just to live long? Or is this thing going to be like, I want to be the fucking CEO? But what if 100,000 people have the CEO fucking transcript in their machine? Like, what role? Like, that's such a fucked up idea to even think about. There's so many possibilities. Let's write a fucking movie, bro.
Yep, it needs to be done, but it'd probably be arse. It'd be like those Nigerian movies. Have you seen those? Oh my god, they're so funny.
I legit ran through what filming a movie would be for us, and I'm like, we have no fucking chance. We'd have to the best thing we do is write a screenplay and sell it to like someone.
Yeah,
but that's hard in itself.
Yeah.
What you're gonna? Right, let me sell a screenplay to a famous director on our first one. Go fuck yourself. Best plan, write a book, sell the book for millions, and then write a movie. That's the only chance you got if you want to make a movie out of nothing. Just sell a really good novel. Might have to be done.
Bro, what happens if we just write a book right now? The autobiography of Angus, the autobiography of fucking Harry.
Bro, I'm writing my autobiography. Not an autobiography, but my diary, bro. I'm like, fuck, I write it as if there's an audience. It's pretty fucked.
No, man, whatever gets you fucking going.
I always question that, like, why do I write my diary in like as if I'm predicting? I want people who aren't me to understand what I'm saying as I'm saying it, and I question why I write it like that. But the way I write it, I don't even try it. It just flows out. You know what I mean? I'm not thinking about it. It just flows out. So I try not to ask too many questions about that shit.
Yeah.
Because then I want to like, my ego and shit. Like, you're just doing it because you want to be famous and you want to be fucking great and notorious. But it's like, fuck. You're probably right, but also no. It's very weird. That's a battle that I probably can't win. Because I question myself so hard on that. I'm like, okay, like, how do you feel? I don't know why I feel like success is like an evil thing. Like, me wanting a lot for myself, I feel like it's wrong. I don't know why that is a thing.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Like, I want to be the best. For whatever reason, I feel like there's something innately wrong in that. Like, I'm not special, but I feel like I should be. We talk about that shit all the time.
I guess it's because as much as you want to be the best, maybe it could be like the fact that we like that. It could be that you want everybody to be equal as well. Which doesn't make sense, but it kind of does.
What do you mean?
Like, if you want to be the best like the best of the best.
Yeah.
But it's like, how can I explain this?
What?
It's like you want to be towering over everyone, not towering over everyone, but like, I don't know, you got a name for yourself. A lot of people look up to you, but you want a lot of people to be like equal as well. In my mind, this makes so much sense, but to put it into fucking words,
Yeah.
because this is what everybody's receiving, a fucking sheet of paper.
Yeah.
A line extends out this way that is making it all go sense, bro. All go sense. Fuck.
Yeah, break it down. Let's go.
Fuck,
We got
bro,
time.
it takes so long.
Yeah.
I'm not up for it.
You're not up for it?
No, fuck no. I'm so tired. I think it's like fucking my routine might be starting to come into play.
It's kind of good though.
Yeah.
Routines are good.
Yeah. It's so shit to get into one right now, but because I don't know when I'm gonna work or not work. Like, I've got tomorrow off, and then seeing you boys is like a big part of my routine. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's just excuses.
Yeah. Well, you're still gonna be. I always want to like. It's like, why do I want to stay up so late? I'm still gonna be awake for the same amount of time. You know what I mean? Like, I need to like go to bed early. Like, I'm not even gonna go to bed early for work tomorrow, but it's night meetups podcast. It has to be at night, so it's part of the gig.
Yes, sir. It'll be so good when we have a house.
Yes, it'll be really good.
I was a bit devo about the meeting getting cancelled to go look at that house.
Just to do something.
But at the same time, I feel like it was a bit of an omen.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Because as soon as I heard the backyard's not yours, but the back patio is a slab of concrete. Thanks.
Yeah. Plus you can't even use the shed. You can't use any of the land. Like, it's just it wasn't a good rental.
Yeah. Oh, we'll find one. We'll fucking find one.
I have a thought.
Lay it on me.
You know how, like you know how like you think in your head, like how complex you are. Like, you were talking just before that, you were like full of energy, and there's a whole bunch of thoughts that went through your head about how you're full of energy that you will never be able to bring to the surface. That like explain sort of why and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
you talking about like before we were talking.
Yeah,
on the
but like
podcast?
just in general, like that's just an example. In general, like your existence as a human has so much depth.
Yeah.
Like, you understand yourself better than anyone ever will. It's like when people say, "Are you okay?" and you say, "I'm fine," but people keep saying, "You don't look fine," but you know you're fine, and you get frustrated because people never understand that you're fine.
Because everybody thinks that I'm fine is the trigger word for fucking I'm sad.
Yes, but you're trying to explain that even though you think I'm not, even though you think I'm sad and you think I'm faking it, you got to trust me. I'm not sad, and it's like you get frustrated that no one understands you. Or people are doing all this shit that doesn't properly reflect you. And I used to think like when no one understood me, or when I was like felt isolated by being so complicated of myself, I used to think that was like sad. Like, had all these crevices that weren't understood by others, and it just lived within me. And it's like darkness filled that because I was like upset. It always frustrated me that I could never be understood. But then I like turned it into something else, and I said, why don't I like fill that with love? Like, all that, shine a light on all that shit that is so complicated, and like show it as like a testament to how like unique you are as a human. Like, only you, because you are living this life. That shows that like you exist. Like, only you will ever understand how complex you are in your own mind. And you can fill that with love and have a great appreciation for how crazy and unique and beautiful you are. Or you can get disgruntled because no one else will ever understand it. And that's like a difference between if you love yourself or you hate yourself. And like, I swapped over. I fucking love that, you know?
Yeah. Fuck, I had so much more energy before this podcast.
You just hit the wall.
Literally.
Yeah. Fucking hour podcast, we're G, bro.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Should we like? Well, we don't obviously have to,
What?
but I was thinking, should we keep our podcast like maybe an hour, hour and a half? I mean, if we've got a guest on, fucking go for it, however fucking long.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like it doesn't really fucking matter. We'll do whatever the fuck.
I just think like I personally think just like until we're done, we're done. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If it goes an hour, like right now, we do an hour. If it goes half an hour, we do half an hour. If we feel like going for 2 hours, we go for 2 hours. Like, or do you not like doing 2 hours?
I don't like doing 2 hours.
Yeah,
Fuck, we done like one that was 3 hours, didn't we?
I think so. With Batty, the longest one was with Batty.
And it has the most views.
No, Zemetz does.
Oh, Batty, fucking. Oh, fucking lame.
Yeah. What are you gonna say?
I don't even fucking remember. I'm so out of it right now. I've literally hit a wall.
Observe it. Why?
Just tired. It could have honestly been that spike in energy that was just like
regain the withdrawals
withdrawals.
from your energy.
Yeah,
Sounds like you do drugs in the background. No, you're not doing heroin.
yeah, no.
You fucking had an organic energy.
Fucking, I was gonna buy a fucking like kind of sloppy Joe, and I was like, oh yeah, that actually looks pretty alright. And on it, it just says like, it said something about like ketamine. The title of the thing was like in the K hole. Like maybe I shouldn't get that.
Wait, what?
A sloppy Joe. It says something like,
Oh, a shirt.
Yeah, it
I
was
think it meant like an actual burger. I'm like, what the fuck? K-hole ketamine in a burger. I'm like, I went somewhere else just then.
where'd you get burger from?
You said sloppy Joe. That's what a sloppy Joe is.
Oh,
It's a burger with mince meat and shit.
No, I'm talking
Yeah,
about
a
like,
jumper.
Yeah.
Yes, I call it a jumper.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm unique.
Yeah.
Quirky.
Oh.
Wait, so it said K-hole. It was a K-hole jumper.
Yeah.
That's a bit try hard.
I know. I was like, I mean, I could rock it, but
You've never
something
done
that just says
ketamine.
ketamine on it. It's
Yeah.
like, really?
Yeah, I do drugs.
People are going to be looking at that going, ketamine, nice one, fag.
You know what that is? That's the epitome of if you know, you don't speak.
yeah.
All right. Your outro, bro.
As well.
Intro and outro, it's the same thing.
I thought we, yeah.
Shut the fuck
No.
Oh.
Yeah. I get control of the fucking laptop.
You just bitched it for a second then.
Bitched it.
Yes.
You fucking bitch. Norton.
Your ass.